Uh, Hero Comics here on basically just after finishing a few hours at this adult activity center where my old supervisor has been moved to. My old Goodwill, my old supervisor, who basically would basically be he would basically be was my boss on when I was working at Goodwill Computers again. But then they decided to move him. The higher ups decided to move him from Goodwill to this place where one of his friends works, also has Goodwill Computers again. They're trying to basically consolidate, I think, save money and stuff. But that causes issues where everyone now has to travel different ways than they did before. So after a Friday of doing that, you're now going down here. I'm now hanging out with him and working on a chapter of my A+ certification book. Getting that I need to study so I can get ready for a certification test in the IT field, which is computers. For those that don't know what IT means, information technology, so computers. So yeah, after doing that, now I'm going to walk down from this place to where I get a bus. It takes a little time. And basically it's Oh, me and my mom just went to a meeting from there was like a meeting me and my mom had on Thursday, which was yesterday, where we were talking about my weekly commute from home to here. And basically what it is I basically take a bus from near where I live to a rapid station, basically subway station, and take it to the end of the line, take that subway station to the end of its line, then get off of that subway, take another bus up a mile or so, get off of there, and then walk down this sidewalk here. So we're gonna walk down this sidewalk, walk over here. Yeah, so now we're gonna do that stuff in reverse. I now have to walk down this sidewalk. It's not that far. It's only it's less than a mile. It's less than a mile. I know that. Because I actually had to walk the mile it takes to get from where the one bus drops me off to where I can get the next rapid or bus that goes along the same route. And also, unfortunately, it is colder than it looks outside, and therefore my hands are starting to get cold. So I'm putting my gloves on. My goodness, there are people jogging out here. That's interesting. Yep. The other glove on. I'm enjoying using this BlackBerry phone here for camera stuff as well as music stuff for the most part. The problem with this phone, the only issues I have with this phone are that it doesn't like to work with my computer at all. Now, it is an older phone, so yeah, and all from a different company, interesting company. So basically, I'm thinking what it is that they had. This is they basically had way things were set up. And oh yeah, also maybe this was for the 32-bit system. Yeah, 32-bit version of Windows. I have a 64-bit version of Windows now. So it won't work on that. It won't work on that. Yeah, that's an issue. 32-bit programs will not work on 64-bit system. Will not work with 64-bit programs. Of course, certain 32-bit programs will work just fine. But certain, ones won't. And I'm thinking this was one of the ones that won't. This thing that makes it so this guy can get music. I can actually have music downloaded onto it. from my computer. What I do instead is I had took a micro SD card out of one of my older phones and put it into this one, and that was fine because it's better in this phone because this phone's much more powerful than the old one. Then that older one, I do some cool stuff with it, so that's how I'm doing. So yeah, I would love to get a few more of these kind of phones like these, so that I can replace my other older phones. It's like, yeah, I got these other older phones. Put the micro SD cards in there take them out of those phones, put them into the phones like this that are really awesome, have great battery life, and keep on. Then when I want to get new phones, that I can download music to, I can then do it that way. I think I'll try that out. That's pretty cool. So yeah, here we are, walking down this way. There's a lot of businesses here, a lot of warehouses here, a lot of stuff going on. It's very interesting to see it. But yeah, so that's working. So yeah. So it was a good way. This is a good workout. Trying to walk a bit is a good workout. Definitely combining that with my Kung Fu workout is definitely helped me get in better shape. So that's good. The only issue is that they were surprised that there was like my support administrator and my boss, my supervisor at this job I'm working at right now, as well as his supervisor who's also there. They were all surprised about how long it takes, how much travel is involved in it. And then she said, my support administrator's like, yeah, maybe you should try some transport, non-medical transport to this place, because it's winter now, It's gonna snow, it's gonna be cold and dark. You got a long way to go, So I'm like, oh. So I'm like, well, I guess you're right. So my mom's like, yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be actually really good if you got that stuff, So it's like, that'd be really cool. So and because basically, that non-medical, I've had that before. We've had some issues with some of that stuff sometimes, but we've had it before, and it does the job pretty well. You have a guy come over, drive his van over, and then you get in the van and you hang out, and they drive you to your location, and then they drop you off, and they go off and do their other business, and eventually, when it's time for you to go, we will go and wait for them to show up, and then eventually they'll show up, and then you get driven right back home. If you're just trying to go from point A to point B and nowhere else, that's great. I, of course, am trying to go other places sometimes, but I can wait until I'm on my side of town. That's how I can work. It's really cool that way. So yeah, so we're going to try that out a little bit. I think I did agree eventually. So yeah, it's all good. But so that's one reason why I wanted to film all this stuff, because it'll be definitely not be doing this, walking like this as much as I was before. I will be walking, like this, when I get that transportation, walking down this pathway, getting driven. I may do a video about showing it off in comparison, how long it takes. But yeah, we'll see. Now, so the medley of songs on right now. Interesting. No particular order. So fun. So yeah. And they changed the volume. My goodness. Ow. Oh, Eminem. Secure is very quiet. 337. Yep, it's gone. So yeah, 337. Let's see. Baltimore Club, eh? In the backyardigans. There we go. That is an awesome song. I like how they do with that. That's great. And the backyardigans are cute. Oh, man. Okay. So, we've missed the number 5 bus. That's the one that we take to get up here. So, now, yeah, you see, look over there. See right over there? Right there. There is no one there. No one at that stop. That means they've already come by. So, these buses only run once an hour, and I want to get home as soon as I can. So, we're going to partake in the age-old practice of hiking there. Hiking to our next bus or train place. So, let's go. We're going to do that next time. See you guys then. Check out on YouTube and DeviantArt.